Are you one of those kind who's been fascinated with the life of a person who spends his time in criminal justice, and you hope that one day you could do the same? You could if you want to, but do you know much about it? If not, take a look at what's to follow. You'll find what you're looking for in this list. I don't know how much others would agree, or maybe even disagree, but there's something intriguing about a career in criminal justice. Cops, lawyers, FBI agents. There's just something about it. For me, every time I watched an episode of Law & Order, X-Files, or NYPD Blue, or even the more recent Castle and White Collar, which I admit were more entertainment than criminal justice, there would be this crazy excitement. On a more serious note, however, criminal justice is no joke. Crime and delinquency is serious business, and dealing with it is a real job, and a tough one too. As fascinating as it may seem on television, we all know that it's a far cry from entertaining in real life. It's risky, and a job that not everybody is willing to take up. It is, however, a noble profession in its own right. But, do you know how much there really is to pick from? If you are one of the few who looks forward to criminal justice as a career, it is essential for you to know what you can do in this line, because the careers list is more extensive than you would have imagined. Apart from that, there is also that aspect of salary, so if you are keen on learning about that, you could check out Criminal Justice Careers and Salaries here. For now, how about we move on to a list of different criminal justice career opportunities. List of criminal justice careers. I mentioned before that the list of criminal justice jobs is extensive, but how extensive is the question. Read further to get a lowdown on the list of careers in criminal justice. Federal Bureau of Investigation. The reason I choose to begin with the FBI is solely because it is perhaps one of the most commonly known or heard of jobs when it comes to criminal justice. Being an FBI agent means serious business. It requires skill and morals. Becoming an agent for the FBI may give you the chance to serve your country every day of your life, but make sure you're cut out for it is a challenging job. While getting yourself into the FBI may seem fascinating, make sure you're ready for an equally exciting life, because for people working here, no 2 days are alike. One day could be all about gathering evidence for a certain matter, while the next day could be about an arrest. Whether it's about being an FBI special agent, or part of the hostage rescue team, if you decide this is where you want to be, make sure you're prepared for never having to deal with another dull day in your life. Central Intelligence Agency. Following the FBI is the CIA, also known as the Central Intelligence Agency. Practically anyone that wants to be a law enforcement officer aspires to make it to either the FBI or the CIA. Special agent, spy, field agent, or even analyst. What field of the CIA you want to be in is limitless. So, what is it that you require to make it through the CIA? A good GPA, preferably absolute fluency in at least one foreign language, high personal and professional standards, no drug use and low alcohol consumption. These are an absolute must. If you are interested in getting chosen for the clandestine service trainee program, it is important that you adhere to high ethical standards at work, because a career at such an agency is anything but a joke. Drug Enforcement Agency. A career as a drug enforcement agent (DEA) is all about high standards. There is a lot of criteria that must be lived up to. Age is one of the first amongst these factors. New agents must be a minimum of 21 years of age, but not older than 36 years. They must also be citizens of the United States, and must possess a valid driver's license. Good health, along with sharp hearing and 20/20 vision, is of utmost importance too, if you would like to get hired here. In terms of education, a bachelor's degree is a must. However, a bachelor's degree in police science, criminal justice, finance, economics, accounting, or a foreign language is given preference. If chosen, a person has to go through an intensive 16 weeks training program that deals with law, ethics, drug recognition, leadership, etc. That was the description of just an iota of criminal justice careers. Other jobs to choose from are crime scene investigator, Secret Service special agent, federal correctional officer, judge, defense attorney, forensic psychologist, crime analyst, arson investigator, immigration enforcement agent, probation officer, paralegal, ATF agent, IRS special agent, federal air marshal, police officer, juvenile probation officer, bailiff, fingerprinting specialist, criminologist, sheriff, canine handler, diplomatic security special agent, state trooper, victim witness assistant. That may not have been the complete list, but it sure was a list that covered a good chunk of all that there is to choose from. Making a career out of any of the above-mentioned careers sure is a great way to go. All you have to do is to be sure it is what you want, and for the rest of it, you'll simply sail through.